this is Marie Lundi, your trusted real estate advisor. And so welcome back to the What is Next in the Home Buyers series. And so today we're going to talk about making an offer on a property, right? So if you've been following along the prior videos, you know that in order to start the process, you need to get a pre-qualification letter. You also will put your team of real estate professionals together who are going to work with you to get to the end goal. And as you know, that team consists of the realtor, the loan officer, a real estate attorney, and a home inspector. And so now that you have your team in place and you're pre-qualified to buy a home, you are probably working with your realtor, shopping for a home, and depending on the type of market that you're in, you may see just a few properties or many properties, right, before you make an offer. And so where I do business, which is primarily the northern part of New Jersey, when it comes to making an offer, that offer has to be done in writing. You as a buyer cannot make a verbal offer to the seller. It has to be done in writing. And so when putting together an offer with your realtor will ask you for three things. They will ask you, one, how much you want to make the offer for, right? So what is the price that you're willing to pay for this property? Also, what is your down payment? You are going to have to let the seller's party know how much your down payment is. And lastly, when are you looking to close on the property, right? Generally speaking, the average closing time is about 45 days, right? But it can be a shorter time frame or a longer time frame. So those are the components of an offer. Also, depending on the market climate, you may want to add some bells and whistles to your offer, right? You may want to put some items in your offer to entice the seller to accept or consider your offer if there are other competing buyers for the same home, right? So some of those components may be, you may be willing to limit your home inspection request to material defects only, right? You may also waive the appraisal contingency if you are in a financial position to do so. You may also, once again, close quickly, right? Perhaps that's important to the seller. So those are some of the add-ons to your offer that you can put in if you are competing against other buyers for the same property. If it's a slower market, however, and you have no competition and you make an offer on a property, then your offer is the best offer because it's the only offer on the table. In which case you may have the opportunity to negotiate your offer, right? You may make an offer with the anticipation of receiving a counter offer, and there's a form of negotiation that takes place between you and the seller. That generally happens only if you are the only buyer who is making the offer on a property. So knowing the climate, knowing the type of market that you're in will influence the offer that you make to the seller. Now, keep in mind that your realtor will negotiate the initial terms of your offer with the seller's agent, okay? Now, your offer is simply an offer. It's not a contract yet until the seller actually countersigns your offer. So if you get a verbal acceptance to your offer, it really means nothing, right? Because the seller can change his or her mind or accept another offer, and you really don't have a contract in place until, once again, in writing, the seller countersigns your final offer and moves forward towards the next step. The next step of the process, which is called the attorney review period, where both attorneys, your attorney and the seller's attorney, will step in and move the contract forward from that point on. So I hope that this information was helpful. Stay tuned to learn more about the attorney review process.